Today's adventure begins here in Mexico City as the recording of this Monday, May 12th, 2025. I've been here a while, and I believe today I am finally going to go up to the top of this little skyscraper right here, the Latino Americana building, and quite a few other things, but that's on the agenda as I stroll around. Also, piping hot caffeinated beverage. Achieved. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? It's kind of neat when you walk in here. They have different towers around the world. There's the Space Needle right there. I've been up in that one. Empire State Building in New York. Seen that. Haven't been up in the Eiffel Tower. Have been up in the CN Tower in Toronto. One day Eiffel Tower. Got a lot of countries still to go, but one day. Bought a ticket to the top, floor 37, 220 pesos is the cost. And I said, do I need to pay for extra for filming? They go, no, filming's included. Reach the top, a little merchandise here when you get off the elevator. Got a little UFO there on top of a little peak as well. Yeah, I am up here. I'm gonna get a pretty good view of all of Mexico City. Need this little card that I can show some specifications on how tall up I am, or how high up I am. There's this blue cow up here. Not really a whole lot of people up here. Honestly, there's a couple of the workers, but I might be the only guest at the moment. Get a nice little view here. I wouldn't say it's a completely clear day, but it is a little more clear than it has been. Oh, there's the Palace of Fine Arts. It's not called that, but that's basically what it is. It's like an art gallery down there. I passed by there the other day. Peruse around here. I kind of want to take a dip over into the Chinatown area, which is located down that way. I haven't been in there yet. I walked by it the other day. So just for frame of reference, yesterday I was at the Beethoven sculpture, which is right down there. Right in the middle of the screen is the Beethoven sculpture. This kind of has a Central Park vibe to it, but there's a lot bigger park here in Mexico City that's massive, like bigger than Central Park, and I was there the other day. That's where that big castle is that was used in Romeo and Juliet. Used to be where the president used to live of Mexico. Also a claw machine up here. 44 floors is the distance, so it's definitely not the tallest tower I've ever been in, but man, you get a much better view up here than you do. When I looked at the ground looking up at it, I thought, I don't know how good of a view that's going to be, but really it is a spectacular view all the way around. With 360, you can walk all around this thing and see Mexico City. Mexico City is massive. Massive. If you look over there, that's where my hotel is, near the Zocalo, which is that big courtyard area and cathedral. I'll end up back over there later on this evening, but see it through here, through the glare of the window. Stand corrected, it's not completely 360. There is a little bit of a barricade here. Here's a layout of the land for the entire country of Mexico. Right over here. Kind of get there's a Olmec head right down there. All the Aztec ruins, Olmec ruins. I mean, Mexico's massive. So the only other time I've been here, which I don't even consider me going to Mexico, was crossing the border over San Diego, which is up there, and into Tijuana for one day. So I never really applied that as me going on an international trip to Mexico. This one, a much longer and much more into the midsection of Mexico than, just a tourist strip in Tijuana. So one day I'd like to do these ruins here, and then also Cancun. A lot of people will do cruises and they'll go over to Cancun and some of the other areas, but I'll save that for later times. Just wanted to do the central Mexico City areas this trip. There's another really big tower with some sort of antennas or something on it right there in the middle right there. That's a pretty good sized tower as well. It's a little hazy and foggy. There is a lot of smog here, just like LA, because of some of the population and the car exhaust and things. Very, very smoggy, similar to LA. In fact, I think Mexico City is bigger than LA. There's one of those lizard-esque river creatures I saw yesterday in the aquarium when I went out to the Island of the Dolls. It's like that mascot they use a lot. It's like climbing up the side of the tower, like almost like King Kong. I was way off even thinking that Mexico City was anywhere near in comparison to the size of LA. I mean, it is multiple times bigger. It's not even close. It is not even close to the size of Mexico City in LA. This is not even a contest. And LA's big. Between 6 and 7 times larger than LA. That's something. So I ended up purchasing a little souvenir here to go on my metal cabinets in my garage. I've been purchasing a few. I've got 4 or 5 that I'm going to throw up on the magnets when well, I'm not going to actually throw up. I'm not going to regurgitate on the magnet. I'm going to throw the magnets up on the metal cabinet when I finally get home. In fact, there are three levels that you can go on. There was the gift shop level, which I was just on. And then there's the secondary level you take an elevator up to. And then from here, you can walk. Oh, it's sunny. The sun is coming through there. And then from here, you can take a staircase, which is right there, and walk up to the tippy top level, the farthest top level. I think I'm going to take that staircase up. Okay, there's another level, another inside level. So there's technically 4 levels. The gift shop level, the level I was just on, the level I'm on now, and the top level. I made it up to the very top level. All right, this is kind of neat. Ooh, a little static on there. My knuckle touched that. I'm holding the camera, a little static electricity. Oh, this is so cool. I like when you go to, towers like this that you get the open air experience and not just enclosed behind glass. Yeah, I'm pretty much at the top. The only thing there is just kind of this antenna thing. The sun glaring down. It's awesome. All right, that's where I was. I'm now down on street level, and I am now gonna walk through Chinatown here in Mexico City. Most big cities will have an area, like a Chinatown area. This is no exception. All the street vendors out. You got the archway here. Take a look at these. Aren't these cool? You got the little transformer down here. We're like, you got Stitch over there. But take a look at this little transformer right here as it kind of like morphs up. It's like battery powered. Lions through here. Got all the umbrellas up top there and all the lanterns. Very nice. I've been to China yet, but it's definitely on my to-do list. And I also haven't done any of the international Disney parks yet, but hoping by the end of 2025, I'll at least have done one of the international Disney parks. Maybe not, but it's a possibility. It's not completely on my radar to try to knock all of them out in one chunk, but over time, over a few years, I'll probably get to all of them. But I haven't been to China yet, but it's on my radar. Eventually. At some point. I love the little green walking guy here. Got the little green walking guy. I got 3 seconds to completely get across the road. Looking for a record store. I'd like to buy. I did this in South Korea. I bought an 80s K-pop band. Just based on the album cover, it was pretty amazing. And I got home and I enjoyed it, so I like to do that here. I know I won't be able to get vinyl from every country I visit, but I like to have records that share a memory. Core memories of places. Walking through like a little shopping area here. Some of it's open, some of it's not open. Actually, most of it's not open. Something's over here. The roads are blocked off. People are waiting, possibly for a parade or something. This whole section here of the road is blocked off next to this cathedral here. San Juditas Cathedral. Vendors everywhere. Oh wow. A payphone here too. Don't have a lot of these left in the US. Over here is one of those areas. And back there, people in that area did not want me filming, so I stopped filming. That is one of those sections that evidently here in Mexico City that is designated for a smoking area. You can smoke weed and cigarettes and things like that. They had a whole banner put up over there. And the closer I got, I realized they didn't want me over there, so yeah. Now I had thought this was an active record store, according to some coordinates online, but it says bookshop and it says Renta up there, which I'm taking to mean it's not open anymore. So if this was the record store, it's no longer open. It's got a chain down here, lock on it. Got Michael Myers. Dang. Sabotage Records, that's the name?
Yes, and Animal Records.
And Animal Records, okay. A little 7 seconds down here. They're closed, doing some refurb. Check out the circle jerks right there. Just working on the floor, so. No luck on that one being open, but they had a lot of punk rock stuff. But the whole floor is being renovated, so they weren't open today. Sad trombone. Interesting how these trees are painted up to about the 4 or 5 foot point. A lot of traffic in Mexico City. Probably easier what I'm doing just to walk. A lot of traffic, a lot of gridlock. Yeah. Gridlock Central. This is the Monuments a la Revolution. From what I heard, it was going to be an entire complex, but they stopped building it, and all it is this one central point here. I believe there's an elevator you can take. If it's open, might be able to take an elevator to the top of it. Be kind of neat. It's like they had some sort of event or are going to have some sort of event here. Oh, thank you. Gracias. He said it was open. Oh, look over here. Big empty building. No rooms on that at all. And there are just vendors everywhere. Everywhere on all the streets are just vendors. Everywhere. Carvings are incredible. Look at this. They put like a mesh netting around it, most likely in case it chips off, it won't fall on anyone. It looks as if you go under the ground to take the elevator to the top. There's a little underground tunnel there that reaches the top.
Lo que tenemos es Plaza de la República, que fue restaurada junto con el monumento en el año 2010. Todo este gran espacio era lo que iba a ocupar el Palacio Legislativo Federal. Los bloques de piedra que vemos a continuación son cantera chiluca, que viene de Hidalgo, de una mina llamada Púlpito del Diablo, que se trajeron en los años 30, sin embargo hoy en día esta piedra se encuentra en conservación. Y la cúpula a la que estamos llegando es de cobre, ¿vale? Por aquí.
There are a couple levels of this as well. There's the one that you can walk around up here. And you got to go down a couple levels to a cafeteria, which takes you to an elevator. Not this one, the one I took, but another elevator that takes you up to the topmost point, which will be that that lookout area there. From here, it's already a pretty good view looking out down there. But I'm gonna go back down these stairs and try to find the other elevator that takes me up to the highest point. So you got to go down to get to the elevator that takes you up down this way. Very, very cool steps here with the, what is that, brass? Silver? Brass? Brass. Soothing sounds of the sirens. Looking out across the city there, the cityscape. This is so cool though. So evidently it wasn't just built for this and then not finished. The whole thing was completed and then was abandoned and sat empty for many years, and they tore the south and north portions off and just left this section. So this is all that's left as a memorial. We kind of wandered around the little middle section looking for an elevator. And I got confused. There is no elevator. Finally confirmed that it's 130 something or more steps up to the observation tower, and at already a 7,000 foot elevation. Really is quite the walk up here. You definitely feel it with that elevation. You know, it's 2,000 feet higher than the Mile High City at Denver. And then you do the stairs on top of it. Yeah, something else. This is wild. Look at this. It's like you're going to like the arch top portion of this. Look at this, how it kind of slants upward. Still a lot of steps to go. Going up. This is something. And I wandered around. I went up and down a bunch of different steps in other areas thinking that I was finding an elevator. And there is no elevator, so I came back to these. Oh, here we go, here we go. Yeah. Nice. Where am I right now? Look at this. Like in the upper bowels, not the bowels, I'm in the upper regions of this tower. Only accessible by stairs. All right. I think I'm almost there. I'm almost to the top. The summit. This way, arrow points this way, more stairs. More stairs. Up to the summit. Come on, I got this. I see sunlight. All right, I made it. I had this plexi up around the original metal railing. That was a lot more strenuous than I thought it was going to be getting up here. I think I might be the only one up here. Besides the worker with the walkie-talkie that's up here. Probably need the walkie-talkie just in case someone climbs all the way up here and passes out. After about 30 seconds, I'm good now. It's that elevation. Elevation plus stairs doesn't really do well for till you catch your breath. Okay, going back down, 153 stairs, she said. There's a different route back down for the exit. Let's see. Definitely got to follow the arrows. There we go. Yes. Look at this. Look at that. This is so cool. Oh, there it is. Right there. There's an artistic rendering. Right there. Watch your step. Going down. Got this. This is pretty dang awesome. This is pretty cool. Gotta admit. Such a neat little ambiance in here with all the metal railings and pylons, etc., holding all this together. Whatever you do, don't look down. Ooh, I almost lost my footing there. You gotta be careful. Very small, very teeny tiny small steps. Look at the size of these steps going down here. I mean, these are just like a few inches right there.
Going that way, and then going this way. Almost got it. There we go. Some more artistic renderings. Much, much, much easier going down. All right, see you at the bottom. Go back to the exit elevator. You got to go up more stairs up here to the exit elevator. Some serious steps in. Serious steps in. And there's the elevator right there. Right there. Well, the elevator is down there, but it's going to be up here. Didn't think it was going to be that many stairs, but I got a workout in.
And you like?
Yeah, it was a great view up there, yes.
Have you been in here in other, this is your first time?
First time in Mexico City, but I've been here for 4 or 5 days.
Oh.
But I've never been up here before.
You haven't been here in the monument. This is the first time.
First time, yes. Well, I could definitely use some hydration, water or Gatorade or Powerade or some electrolytes or something. I think I'm gonna get myself a water. Right across the road is a 7-Eleven. Trusty 7-Eleven. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. All the country. Well, a lot of countries. This electrolyte zero here. 0 calories. There's some of the stuff in here. It's like a tomato flavored chip there. Almost like ketchup flavored, I guess. I've seen those in the US, but this here would be tomato flavored here. And you got all the little snacks and the chips and the pizza and the Doritos and the Tostitos. All the standard stuff. Then you got the cigarettes over there. You got alcohol. They have alcohol in here as well. All right, gonna continue walking. See what I can find. Now I noticed the guy over there is spray painted purple. People have tagged all these up. This is Graal G Victoria. The sword is missing, but the handle of the sword is there. Graal G Victoria. Oh, this is a little different. This is a different running guy. Do a lot of walking. About another mile. Take this center point and walk towards very famous angel sculpture, which is down that way. A little less than a mile. This is like a deck of cards. It's like a bench. It's all rusted out. There's a piece of art. It almost symbolizes, or it resembles a canoe. It's an animal, but the torso of the animal is a canoe. You can see this animal on the back, a lizardous creature, has like a paddle of some sort. At least that's what I'm representing it as. The officer going by. There it is. The Angel of Independence. We're here at this very good sized roundabout. If you can climb to this thing. Looks as if there is a railing up there. That would be an intense stair climb also. Again, the elevation does not make it any easier. Especially when you're not acclimated to it. Florida, being a Floridian, I don't have a lot of elevation there, so. In fact, there's none. Now there is a door right over there, but that's the only door that would lead up. It's locked and closed. There's no admission fee to get in to go up that door. That would take you to the top, but that would be the way to get up there, but evidently they don't let anybody up there anymore. I'm already in need of another water. Definitely thirsty. I feel like I drink more when I'm out. I feel like I've been drinking more here. I just love the look of this Circle K here. Gotta get across here before the cars come across. Look at these little things up here. They're like little chocolate faces, like cookie faces. I get a water now. I got hydrated. The electrolytes. I'll just get a standard water. Definitely need to stay hydrated here. Circle K goodness. Over to a neighborhood now known as Zona Rosa. Well, that's the name of the neighborhood. Zona Rosa. I like how much shade there is through here. Getting out of the sun. There's just a lot of trees through here. It's beautiful. This is quite the traffic jam here. It's a good day. I just love walking around, exploring, just seeing things, stretching the legs, getting some steps in, serious steps in. I've seen a lot of VW bugs, but today I've seen a few VW buses also. Pretty common around here, the VWs. Here's the gas station. Looks as if 23.9 pesos is the price. I guess that would be per gallon. Hard to see it on the page. 23.9 pesos per gallon, I guess, per liter. I'm gonna say probably not a gallon because US money, that's only like $1.22, which should be amazing. Check this out. It's a Star Wars Andor mural over here. That's pretty neat. I've gotten into a lot of the Disney Plus, from the franchise Star Wars shows, but I haven't got into Andor yet. But I've heard it gets a little better as it goes on. That's pretty neat. I wasn't expecting to see this. Pretty cool mural here of Andor. Here's a burger with some onions. Not had much luck on record stores. I looked up 3 or 4, and when I walked all the way over to them, they weren't there. So, can't trust the interwebs sometimes. Back over to this market now. There's books. Maybe there'll be a stand with some vinyl. That's a possibility. There's a little sculpture of these hands here, gripping around the flagpole. The flag up there. I do love all the fountains all around the city. Here's one, this little courtyard with all the vendors all over. But sometimes, in the States, you'll see vendors set up on the weekends. As I'm filming this, it's a Monday. So it's almost like let's say a flea market, but kind of like a miniature flea market all over the place. A lot of it's like snacks and food and drinks and things, but sometimes there's merchandise. But rarely would you see that happening on a weekday in the States. It's every day here. Here's another sculpture. It's all fenced off. Right over here, one of the main thoroughfares outside of the park. See a couple angels there. I'm sure back when that was built, there was not a apartment complex or a hotel there. They were probably facing towards that church. Yep, that's what it was. They were looking towards that church. You can see right there. Yeah, historic building. Off to the side over there, they're putting up the banner for one of those smoking areas. They're about every 5 or 10 blocks. They put the banners up and you're allowed to go over there and smoke whatever you want. Another bug. They're everywhere here. They're everywhere. Oh, old school, new school. Whenever I see one of the new school bugs, well, they've been around for a while, but I always think of Fight Club. You know. There's the front of the sculpture here. All right, and that's going to do it for today from Mexico City. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know what that noise was. The vlog is over.